This one's been a long time coming. After months of grinding, welding, cutting and chaos, it's finally roll bar time. Let's get bent.
All right, Johnny, we have the Smoking Mullet here. It's a bit rough in the back. It's done a lot of burnouts, and it's tore it up. So Johnny has a pretty good idea, so he's going to explain it. So we have a few other people here helping us, and they're all going to
jump on board.
Jump on,
start working on it.
So we're have it, Johnny.
Time limited. So what we have here, as you know, is Smoking Mullet. It's been through a couple burnout competitions, and when you blow up tires, there's a lot of force there, more than you would think. And this poor van, as you can see, has lost all of its structure. So,
wait a minute. That'll buff out.
Yeah.
That'll buff out.
So what we're gonna do is obviously weld this back together, reinforce it some, and then if you come around the side here, we'll show you where this has all been just destroyed. We're gonna cut this out along here, and we're gonna take some roll cage tubing. There's some old rubber. That's probably a whole tire. We're gonna take some roll cage tubing and go around here and kind of restructure it so it's got some support for the body again. And then we're gonna put some sheet metal on there so chunks don't fly out and hit anybody.
So where are we cutting? Where are we cutting?
Right to the line here, right below this wheel well. So that way we can kind of make them uniform. Not that this van is pretty, but so we'll come through here, come around the back, and then we're gonna do the same thing on the other side.
Okay, that makes sense.
So I just want to go up till we get rid of, at least on this side, all this is bad.
Now, are we coming around all the way to the door, or are we cutting the bottom of the doors off?
No, we'll leave the doors, but we're gonna come up to the back and then cut that off.
We'll come down just under these hinges here, all the way. So all of this can be removed. We're gonna rip the bumper off.
I'd say wherever the worst of it is, kind of get there so we don't have to repair both sides sheet metal, just one.
Okay, so pull the bumper off.
This is better than that side.
Pull the bumper off, cut this, remove all that. The hitch is probably just attached to the bumper.
Yeah.
All this sheet metal down here, we're taking all that out too, or are you leaving that?
No, whatever's bad, we're gonna get rid of. Because we just got to get some structure back here again so it's solid. Because right now it's not.
All right, I think Slaughter and Sophia are gonna jump on cutting this thing apart.
Yep.
So
I'm bending roll cage too.
Yeah, you're gonna bend roll cage. I'm gonna start welding everything in the Monster Mullet. So there's gonna be a lot going on today in a lot of different areas. So try to keep up.
If we're going to install a roll cage in the Smoking Mullet, we got to clean out the tires and debris from the back. The van still has backup tires in tow from the last burnout competition. Jason and Sophia dig in and clear out the tires so we can get to work.
So yeah, these are the seat mount bars here. And then the roll cage is actually gonna come down and sit right on top of this. But after I get these welded in, I'm gonna cut the slots in the floor so I can put my braces out here down to the actual frame. So I'm trying to beat, Johnny's over there getting ready to work on this roll bar, so I'm trying to beat him so I'm not in his way. Yeah, a lot going on.
Sophia, can you hop up in there? Yeah, it's because it's gonna sit on top of here. It's gonna be too long, but we just want to get it next to it for now and just see if we can sell this right here.
I'd help, but I enjoy watching you guys. You want to open it up out there first?
No, I don't want to open it. I'm gonna just.
Hold your side.
Go ahead.
Got it?
Yeah. the bender. We're fighting with the measurement on here to get the bends in the right spot. So what I'm gonna do now, go get me a short piece of pipe, bend it at 90 degrees, put some marks on it, so I know when I make these bends and where I want them, I know how much I have to add or take away to make that happen. So I've never bent roll bar tubing with this before, so I'm gonna get that piece, make that tool for myself, and then I'll have a better idea what I need to do to make the measurements correct. I'm used to my other machine that has knee control.
Johnny fires up the bender and goes full steam, shaping steel like it's clay.
I'm gonna hold it. Yeah, that's fine. Some rough idea here. Holy crap, it stretched it 1.5 inches. If you look here, you can let go. It was 20 inches, now it's almost 21.5.
So I heard Slaughter beating over here, so I ran over to see if he needed a hand. He needs all the help he can get. So here I am.
Thanks.
He's getting the bumper off. He wants to leave the hitch on just in case we ever need to, you know, pull this thing out of the pit, help put it on the trailer, whatever. So, and actually, we can take all that off. It don't matter. We're gonna build that whole frame around here. We'll put a new hitch on it, or better toe strap on. So, yeah, we're just gonna take all that off. Who cares? These leave on because we can use that because that's fairly structural. All this stuff, that's into the frame here and here. So our new bars and stuff, we can actually attach to that and go from there. But yeah, that hitch really doesn't matter because we'll build something nice with that anyway. So we measured up top where all the seat mounts are actually positioned off the back. And now we raised this up so we can get underneath and mark all the spots so I can actually drill from the bottom up to get exactly where I want to be because there's a lot of bracing under here, different things we've added. So trying to measure from the top is not going to work. So we're going to actually measure from the bottom, drill 1.5 inch holes that run up through, and it's gonna go into the bottom of our seat mounts. And then from down here, once they're tacked up top, I can actually pull them down or push them up slightly just to make sure each one is level, and then tack them in or weld them in from down here. All right, so I can't really fit my gun up in there correctly. So what I'm gonna do is, I got the 4 back ones done. I just need to finish these 2 front holes. So I'll lower the van back down and I'll actually just drill from the top now. Now that I have the pilot hole marked, I can just go right through from the top now. So now with it so close to the ground, it's a good working height for us normal size people. Right, Johnny? First off, there's a channel brace, factory one underneath down there. And this is actually a glued welded seam, and that's my pilot hole. So I'm trying to go through 3 layers with this tiny little bit here. So yeah, that's why all the other holes were so easy and this one was a little bit more challenging, but we'll make it work. That's it. All the holes are done. Seat braces are ready to go in.
Roll bars for the Monster Mullet and the Smoking Mullet start taking shape, one precision curve at a time. These bars aren't just for safety, they're part of the machine's DNA.
You gotta spring back some. Again. Right there. Let's see where it goes.
And while the heavy work is getting done, Renard is clearing years of burnout carnage off the Smoking Mullet's frame. Tire debris, rubber shrapnel, and road battle scars. This van has seen some things. Back at the Smoking Mullet, Johnny's throwing down welds, or at least trying to.
Well, as we talked about earlier, this structure of this old van is not that great. It's all broken, so Goddard's up there. He's gonna make we're gonna make like a custom rear bumper for this. So he's making a filler panel with the Smoking Mullet's name in it, and then a couple brackets that we're gonna put on the old frame rail where it's still good metal, so we can chop some of this out and then restructure it to kind of take the abuse of tires blowing up and things of that nature, because when that happens, it causes a lot of damage, especially to something that's soft and rusty. So we're gonna fix all that, so next time we go out and you do blow a tire up, it's not gonna destroy what's back there. So we're gonna get this fuel cell out of the way because we need to do some work underneath there. We're gonna get this removed, and then when he's done cutting those brackets, we'll kind of weld in our first piece to work off of, and then we'll do some chopping and probably get rid of most of this in the back and then rebuild it. So that's what we're gonna do.
So, as you just heard from Johnny down there that's working on the Smoking Mullet, he needs a few brackets. So I'm going to, well, I started drawing these brackets up. This is actually going to be welded to the frame, and a steel tube is going to be sliding through 4 different ones of these. And then on the back side, we are going to, he's rolling 2 bars that are going to be staggered or spaced. And then we are actually going to write the Smoking Mullet and put it between the 2 bars, and that's going to be his rear bumper at that point. So right now I'm working on this stuff, and then we'll go laser cut these as well.
The supports for the Smoking Mullet's rear frame are fighting back, but Johnny's not backing down. It's man versus machine, and Johnny's holding the torch.
On an extension cord, these things don't like to work that great, and it caused it to kind of arc out, and then the wire got chewed up, bird's nest inside of it. And I'm done.
So we got the 2 bumper bars formed up. The top one's a little wider. The van kind of tapers, so the top one's a little wider. The bottom one is going to kind of taper in just slightly. So now I am going to head back to the computer and finish drawing up the Smoking Mullet badge that we are going to actually wrap inside of this, and these are going to be welded to it.
With the design ready for the laser cutter, Goddard carefully selects his steel and starts the fabrication process. This is going to be an awesome addition to the Smoking Mullet.
So, I just got some 12 gauge material we had in the rack here. It's plenty big to laser cut our Smoking Mullet we're doing for the rear bumper. So I'm gonna get that loaded, get this in there, and we're gonna get it cut. It is laser cut. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. It'll look pretty cool. Go get it in. So now that we have this tacked in all the way along, I put a little bit of weld on each end so that we can start pulling these up and actually forming to match this outside. I'm gonna throw one of these on here so that it's got a little bit of flex to it, which is fine. But when we start rolling this up, I don't wanna be fighting these. So I'm gonna throw a tack on this. It'll be removed later on. Oh, you know what? We got a gap down here. We need to put a clamp here, pull it up, and then work our way back up. So let me get another one. Alright, sounds good. Good. And the top arm's gonna lift. So this bumper we made actually had an arc the incorrect way. So I put it in our roller here, and I'm trying to just, it's actually too thick to put in there correctly, so I'm trying to just finesse it to give it the arc I want, which will also close the width, which I also want. I didn't know if it was gonna work. A little unconventional, but it is working, so I'm just gonna keep going back and forth, nice and slow, and get it to what I wanted to do. That's pretty good. Now, give it a little bit of a curve around the back. I like it. And if it's a little too much, when we weld it in, we can actually push it apart a little. But yeah, that curve was the other way, and now it's the correct way. That's perfect. We're done. Oh, sorry, I'm exhausted.
It's been a long weekend.
It has been a very long weekend. Whew. So, we've gotten a lot done this weekend.
Got the roll cage done in the Monster Mullet.
Yeah, and that looks awesome. 8 seats in there mounted. It's cool. It's very cool. Just finished up the rear bumper.
Not finished up. But
Well, yeah.
it's close. It's mocked up here with this golf cart tire and some wood, some jack stands.
Hey, you gotta use what you gotta use. But yeah, we got a lot done. More to do, always. But you guys seen how just destroyed the back of this fan is. So this will add a lot of structure back here, and we're hooking to the frame further up where it's nice and solid.
Yeah.
And then this is all gonna tie into it, and then roll bar stuff inside this thing too. Because this one actually never had a roll bar in it. So we're gonna add that to it.
Somewhere to mount my seatbelts.
Yeah. So a lot more stuff to do to this and the Monster Mullet. I'm hoping this week we'll be about ready for paint for the Monster, and that's gonna look really cool. What else we got?
Just fix the rotted parts of this van out. I got back at the shop, I got the engine board. We still got to get that home and get the pistons fit. But other than that, everything's on order. I'm waiting on a couple things to come in the mail, and then we can get the engine put together.
That's
assembled for this.
That would go pretty quick. You're pretty fast once all that's machined. You're pretty fast at getting all that together.
You got to play around the tuner schedule.
Yeah,
for this and
that's
that.
true too. Well, that tuner though, the tuner for this one is actually going to be online, and you're going to work with them over the phone. and he can log into.
Actually, we're using our normal tuner for his dyno time, and the guy that's going to tune my van is going to do it remotely, so they're going to work together to get that done.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's cool. That's cool. It's nice when all these people are happy to work together.
Most car guys are good folks.
Yeah. Yep. Well, all right. Let's call it a night. Go home. Get some rest. It's been many long hours at this place. I think I'm going on 4 weeks that I've been here every day. So.
We did get to do a wheel lift.
Yes, yeah, we did fire up the mullet machine for the first time of the year, so that was fun. That's always fun. And Renard went for a ride with me. He's never getting back in, he said. So that was a lot of fun. I love taking people for first rides in that thing.
Especially if they don't really know what it does.
Yeah, he knew oh, it does a wheelie. Okay, he didn't know it. Put it on the bumper and it'll ride it down the street. So that was a lot of fun. It did scream like a little girl, so I love that. But yeah, it was a lot of fun, and we'll have that out, so you guys will start to see a little bit more of that. That one doesn't really need a lot of work. You know what? I might go do a wheelie when I get home tonight. Always puts me in a better mood. I mean, how could it not?
I just wanted to.
Thank
you everyone for watching. This is always fun. We enjoy doing it for you.
Yeah.
We put up the shows we're going to. Come out and see us. Support us in any way you can. Merchandise. Make a paper airplane, a $5 bill, throw it at us. Whatever it takes.
Yeah.
We'll take it, so we can keep doing what we love to do and bring it to you guys. That's what we love to do.
All right. Thank you guys. See you next time.
Take care.
Roll bars bent, bumpers built, debris swept. This episode was all about muscle, metal, and momentum. And now both the Monster Mullet and the Smoking Mullet are one step closer to hitting the pavement. Share our videos with your crew and get ready, because next episode, we're turning up the heat.